Hello viewers, you're welcome to IDC Learning Center YouTube channel. For today's video, we'll be looking at National Examinations Council 2023 Basic Education Certificate Examination, that's BECE, Mathematics Paper 1. This video will definitely help those of you preparing for Junior Waec, and then for those of you that have written this paper, it will also help you to cross-check what you've done. And for those of you preparing for 2024 Junior Waec, this will definitely help you prepare as well. Let's get started by looking at question 1. Question 1 says, what is the square of 30? You must understand the difference between a square and a square root. For square, it simply means 30 square raised to the power 2. And the square means multiply a number by itself. So the square of 30 will be 30 times 30, 0, 0, 3 times 0, 0, 3 times 3, 9, to give me 900. Okay, so the right answer is E. Question 2. Find the square root of 75 over 300. So the first thing we need to do for this question is to reduce this fraction a bit. The smallest number that can divide through is 3, since we can divide both sides by 2. So we'll divide both sides by 3. Okay? 75 divided by 3, 3. 7 divided by 3 is 2. Remainder 1, you put the remainder here on top of 5. It will give us 15 divided by 3 is 5. 300 divided by 3 will give me 100. Now find the square root of both of them, since what we'll have will be a perfect square. The square root affects both of them. So the square root of 25 is 5 and the square root of 100 is 10. Since I can reduce further, we'll go ahead and do so. Divide both sides by 5. So 5 divided by 5, 1. 10 divided by 5, 2. So the right answer is A, which is 1 over 2. Question 3. Okay, this question 3 says, express 61,782 in standard form. I'm going to write out this number again. That's 61782. Alright, to express this in standard form, we simply count from the right to the left until we get to the last digit. So let's do that. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the decimal point will be here. This will give me 6.1782. Since I counted 4 places, this will give me times 10 raised to the power 4. This 4 is because I counted 4 places. Alright, and the right answer will be option E. Question 4 says, express 0.0030752 to 3 significant figures. There's something I want you to know. 0, as we know, is negligible. It doesn't have a value. That is why 0, 1 is same thing as 1. But then, if a non-zero digit starts a number like 10, the non-zero digit will give the 0 a value. That is why in 10, 1 and 0, this 0 has value. But for 0, 0, 1, the 2 zeros before the 1 does not have values because there is no non-zero digit to give it value. So in the numbers 0.0030752, significant in English language simply means important. So the first significant number here is 3. Since this 0 does not have value, this does not, and this does not have value. So to 3 significant figures will be 1, 2, 3. This non-zero digit 3 will give this 0 value. So I'm going to use a dotted line to show that I have my 3 significant figures. Now, after the dotted line demarcating the 3 significant figure and other digit, the closest digit is up to 5. So we'll round it up to 1 and add to the 7. So the 7 will be plus 1. My final answer will be 0.00. The zeros without value, then the first significant figure 3, the second 0, the third 7 plus 1, 8. So the right answer will be option C. Question 5 is a simple fraction. 7 over 13 divided by 3 over 4. For simple fractions like this, if two fractions are separated by a division sign, you use the concept of KCF. The K here means keep, the C means change, and the F means flip. So keep the first fraction, change the division to times, and flip the second fraction. So the 4 will go up and the 3 will come down. If you look at what we have, there is no common factor, nothing can go. So we just multiply direct. 7 times 4 will give me 28. 13 times 3 will give me 39. So the answer is simply B, 38 over 39. Alright, question 6. Alright, now this question says simplify 2 over 3 plus 1 over 5. This is a simple fraction. So we'll start by looking for the LCM of the denominators. Alright, LCM of 3 and 5 will give me 15. Now the rule of simple fraction, we divide with the denominator and multiply with the numerator. So 15 divided by 3 is 5. 5 times 2 is 10. Plus, you go to the second fraction, you divide and multiply. 15 divided by 5 is 3. 3 times 1 is 3. So this will give me 13 over 15. And the right answer will be A. Question 7. Express 108 as a product of its prime factors. To do that, we divide 108. We'll start with 2 since it's an even number that can be divided by 2. 10 divided by 2, 5. 8 divided by 2, 4. 2 can still go. 5 divided by 2, 2. Remainder 1. Put it here. 14 divided by 2, 7. 27 divided by 3, 9. 9 divided by 3, 3. 3 divided by 3, 1. Okay? So, if I want to expand these divisors, it will give me 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 3. How many 2's do we have? 2 raised to power 2 times how many 3's? 3 of them. 3 raised to power 3. So the right answer will be B. Okay, now the next is question 8. This question says, convert 9 whole number 1 over 7 to improper fraction. Okay, let's convert 9 whole number 1 over 7 to improper fraction. To do that, we use the denominator to multiply the whole number and we add 1 to it. 7 times 9 is 63 plus the 1 numerator, that's 64. 64 over 7 is the answer, which is option E. Question 9. Divide 100 by the positive difference between 65 and 75. Let's look for the difference between them. 75 minus 65 will give me 10. Now divide 100 by 10. 0 cancels 0. My answer will be 10, which is B. Number 10. Express 46.8 as binary. Express 46.8 as Binary. Alright, so Binary is simply to express in base 10. To do that, we expand 46 base 8. Alright, so let this be 0, let this be 1. So to give me 4 times, since it's base 8 raised to the power 1, plus 6 times base 8 raised to the power 0. 4 times 8 is 32 plus, in mathematics, anything raised to the power of 0 is equal to 1. So this 8 raised to the power of 0 is equal to 1. 6 times 1 is 6. 32 plus 6 will give me 38. Alright, so the right answer is 38. Sorry for the mix-up. The right option is not there, but just learn how to do this. And note that the right answer is 38, which is now in binary. So let's look at question 11. If 30% of a number is 900, find the number. Let 100% represent the number, since 100% always represent everything. Now the question says 30% is 900. So definitely 100% will be more. Since it will be more, I will divide by the less. So 100 is more, it will be the numerator. The less is 30, it will be the denominator. Times 900. This will give me the number. 0 cancels 0. 3 here 1, 3 here 3. That's 30. 30 times 100 will give me 3000. So the number is 3000, which is E. And if you check, 30% of 3000 will give me 900. Question 12. This is another simple fraction. We'll start by converting what we have to improper fraction. So 5 times 2 is 10, plus 2, 12 over 5, times 4 times 1, 4 plus 1, 5 over 4. 5 here 1, 5 here 1. 4 here 1, 4 here 3. So my answer is simply 3, which is option E. Question 13. Express 0.24 in the form P over Q in its lowest terms. Change this to ordinary fraction. 0.24, move the decimal 1, 2, it will give me 24. Since I move 2 places, I'll divide by 100. Now, reduce to the lowest term. 2 here 12, 2 into 100 is 50. 2 here 6, 2 into 50 is 25. It is now in the lowest term. Nothing can go, so the right answer is D. Question 14. Find the HCF of 224 and 168. So let's look for the smallest number that can go, which is 2. 2 here, 112, 2 into 168 is 84. 2 is not done with his work. 2 into 11, 5 remainder 1. 2 into 12, 6. 2 into 84, 42. 2 is not done with his work. So 2 into 5. 2 remainder 1 into 16, 8. 2 into 42, 21. 2 is done with his work, but 7 can go. 7 into 28, 4. 7 into 21 is 3. 2 times 2, 4. Sorry, I was actually doing LCM. I thought I saw LCM. Sorry, I was carried away. So I'm going to take this again. The question says find the HCF, not LCM. Sorry about that. So from the beginning, we have 224 and we have 168. For LCM, you look for a number that can be able to divide all the numbers involved. Here we have 2 numbers, 2 can. 2 here, 112. 2 into this will give me 84. 2 can still divide both of them. So we go again. 2 here, 5 remainder 1, that's 56. 2 here, 42. 2 can still divide. 2 year, 2 remainder 1, 28, 2 year. Okay, I actually did the right thing. Then 7 now can divide both of them, which is 4 and 3. Now, nothing can divide 4 and 3. So my HCF will be a product of this. I did the right thing. 2 times 2, 4 times 2, 8, 8 times 7, 56. The HCF is D. Take note of that. Now, let's find the LCM. So you can see the difference between what I did earlier, looking for the HCF, and then here, looking for the LCM. What can go is 2. 2, 6, 12, 18. 2 can still go. 2 here give me 3, 6, 9. 2 can still go. 2 here, 3, 3, 9. 2 is done with his work. We'll go with 3, 1, 1, 3. 3 here, 1, 1, 1. So 2 times 2, 4 times 2, 8. 8 times 3, 24. So 24 times the last 3 here. 3 times 4, 12, 2 carry 1. 3 times 2, 6 plus 1, 72, which is E. Question 16. Subtract 1101 base 2 from 11011 base 2. So the bigger base is this, base 2 minus 1101 base 2. Alright, for this question, 1 minus 1 in the unit is 0. 1 minus 0 is 1. 0 minus 1 not possible. Borrow this one. This becomes 0. But since it's base 2, the one I borrow, I'll call it 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. Borrow this one. This becomes 0. Put it here. I'll call it 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. So this becomes my answer. 1110 is 2E. Question 17. Find the product of both of them. 1, 1 base 2 times 1, 0 base 2. 0, 0, 1 times 1 is 1, 1 times 1 is 1. So, sum this, you have 0, 1, 1 base 2. So the right answer is C, which is this. Alright, question 18. Find the reciprocal of 0.65 correct to 3 significant figures. Okay, so 0.65 is same thing as ordinary fraction. You move the decimal 1 to it will give us 65 over 100. Reciprocal means you flip, you have 100 over 65. Okay, so let's divide 100 by 65. 65 into 100 is 1. 65 times 1 is 65. Subtract to give us 35. 65 into 35 cannot go, so you put your point here, add your 0. So 65 into 350. Alright, you give us 5. 350 divided by 65 is 5. 65 times 5 is 325. Now if you subtract this, we have 25. 65 can go, you add 0. So 250 divided by 65. Okay, that will give us about 3. So 65 times 3, that will give us 195. Okay, so 250 minus 195 will give me 55. 65 into 55 can go, add 0. 550 divided by 65 will give me about 8. Okay, but since the question says find the reciprocal correct to 3 significant figures, I can stop here. This is 1, 2, 3 significant figures. Since this is up to 8, round it up to 1, add it to this 3. My final answer will be 1.54, which is option C. Question 19 says, if 6 men can do a job in 4 days, let me bring this out, this is proportion. 6 men can do a job in 4 days. how many days will it take 8 men to do the same job? Since the men are more, they will finish the job at a shorter time. So it will take 8 men, less days. So if less, more under, will give us less 6, more is 8, it will be under, times 4 days will give us our answer. So that 4 year 1, 4 year 2. 2 into 6 will give me 3 days as my answer. So my right answer is B. Question 20. The ratio of boys to girls in a mixed school is 4:5. Alright, so let this 4 be for boys, the 5 be for girls. If there are 375 girls in the school, how many are the boys? Whatever you are looking for should be the numerator. We are looking for boys. We have 4/5 times 375, that's all over 1. 5 year 1, 5 into 37 is 7, remainder 2, 5 into 25 is 5. So 75 times 4. 4 times 5, 20, 0 carry 2. 4 times 7, 28 plus 2, 13. So we have about 300 boys. Question 21. At what rate per annum will 1,600 give 400 as simple interest in 2 years? Okay. Rate, the formula for calculating rate, is simple interest times 100. We divide by principal times rate. Times time. Since the rate has been given, is what we are looking for. So the simple interest has been given as 400. You have 400 times 100 divided by the principal, which is 1,600, times time, which is 2 years. This 2 0 cancels this 2 0. 4 year 1, 4 into 16, 4. 4 year 1, 4 year 25. Now 25 divided by this 2 give me 12.5 or 12.5%, which is E. Question 22. A trader borrows 200,000 at a compound interest of 3% per annum. How much does he pay back after 2 years? Alright, to get the compound interest, this question says a trader borrows 200,000 at a compound interest of 3% per annum. How much does he pay back after 2 years? So we calculate for the first year and for the second year. So the interest you pay for the first year will be P principal times rate times time over 100. Since it's for the first year, the principal is 200,000, the rate is 3, the time is 1 for the first year, divide by 100. 100 has 2 0, this 2 0 cancels this 2 0. 2,000 times 3, 3 times 2 is 6. Then the interest for the first year will be 6,000. So the amount you will pay back for the first year will be 200,000, which is the principal, plus the interest generated for the first year. So at the end of the first year, this person is meant to pay this amount, which is 206,000. Now for the second year, the interest will be PRT again. Principal is 206,000. The rate is 3 and the time is second year, which is also 1. Divide by 100. This 2 0 cancels this 2 0. So we'll have 2060 times 3. 3 times 0 is 0. 3 times 6 is 18. 8 carry 1. 3 times this 0 is 0 plus 1 1. 3 times is 6. So at the end of the second year, the interest will be 6,180. But the principal for the second year, remember, is 206,000. So plus 6180. The final answer will now be 08 1, 6 plus 6, 12, carry 1, add it here, 1 plus 0, 1, and 2. 212,180 naira, that's E. Question 23 says, if 6 packets of cream cost 450, 6 packets cost 450 naira, find the cost of 3 packets. 3 packets will cost less since the packets are fewer. So if less, more under, 3 divided by more will be under times 450 over 1. 3 here 1, 3 here 2. 2 into this 4 is 2. 2 into 5 is 2, remainder 1. 2 into 10 is 5. This is my answer, 225 naira. Okay, now this question 24 says,